Hi, ladies and gentlemen, we gotta have a serious talk. Now, there's something about fame that nobody really tells you, okay? No matter how innocent you are, no matter how pure you try to be on your social media and try to make everybody's happy, one thing that I will tell you right now is you can never please everybody. It's impossible. It doesn't matter who you are, okay? And one of the best examples that I can give you is when it comes to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, right? He was somebody that was extremely compassionate. He was somebody that was extremely loving. But yet, although he is the most loved human being on the planet today, he is also the most hated human being on the planet today. I can tell you that for a fact right now. Okay. Now you may say, well, what about Hitler? What about Stalin? What about all these other people? You don't hear about those guys as much as you hear about Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And that's one of the examples that I can give you. And so, fast forward today. If you have a social media account and you're trying to make a YouTube channel and you're trying to become big and, get everybody to know you, I will tell you right now, you may start with the right intention. You may come up and say, you know what? I want to go ahead and create a channel where everybody can love me, everybody can appreciate my hard work, and yada, yada, yada. That may work for a little bit, especially if you're a small YouTuber. You may get people following you because you obviously you're not that big. You're not known to everybody yet, so you may get people to follow you and people to watch your content and whatnot. But as you start growing as you start growing, you're gonna start realizing that there are people who are hating on you, right? And one thing I will tell you is that hate usually comes from what? They most likely tried to get to where you are and they never managed to make it. Okay. They try that, or some people are just trolls on the internet and they just want to come into your stream and then hate on you for no apparent reason, simply because they are bored. And so that brings me with the topic that I want to talk about is when it comes to Sneako. Recently, Sneako and Kai Cenat have been going at it back and forth with each other. And a lot of people say Sneako was a cuck. And I'm going to be honest with you. One of the biggest mistakes that I truly believe that Sneako made was the fact that he went on the internet and exposed himself as somebody who watches his own girl getting by other men while he watches. Now that's some Diddy stuff right there. And so I will tell you right now, that is the number one biggest thing that Sneako has ever made. Now that was before he became a Muslim. We know that. Okay. I'm sure if you speak to him right now, he really doesn't want to talk about it. But I'm sure if you speak to him, he'll probably tell you, "Oh, this is in the past, and I really don't want to talk about it. I was somebody who wasn't really." But it's on the internet forever. I can literally go to YouTube right now and pull it up. I can find it in like less than 5 seconds. It's that easy to find. But there was one thing that Sneako said that made a lot of sense to me. And I was like, you know what? I have to share this with you guys. Although him and Kai Cenat have been going at it back and forth, right? One thing that Sneako said was, you can hate on me all you want. You know what? I'm not even going to go ahead and tell you guys. I'm just going to let you watch it for yourself so that way you can get an idea of what he said. And now I'm going to give my 2 cents and elaborate a little bit more on what he means.
Like, you could lie on my name. He can go on his stream and call me a cook. Isn't that what's crazy? You could talk shit on Sneako, but you can't talk about genocide.
We both had a good time, you feel what I'm saying? Haley's amazing, her personality's great, you feel what I'm saying? And we here today.
Well, let's test it out, because I'm gonna have you guys flip your cards. Let's see if your guys' names are on that card. Go ahead and flip them.
Flip them.
Sneako!
Oh,
Sneak in and out, nobody will know. It's just us. Hey, Sneako! What the fuck you got going on?
nah, what the f?
Sneako, you're not even part of the game.
I'm sorry, Haley, you amazing and shit. Shit. Monica! Monica!
So yeah, now you got an idea of what it is that Sneako and Kai Cenat have been going. And like I said, one thing that Sneako said made a lot of sense to me is that when you make it to a level of fame, you have to understand that in order for you to climb higher, you will have to sell your morality at a certain point. That's the game. It doesn't matter who you are, that's the game. And so I know that from the get-go, which is why I made the videos that I made. I've talked about Palestine. I've literally, I know my stance on Palestine. I know my stance on a lot of things that I know for a fact that if I was to make it big and these people approach me, I want them to see this video so that way they may hesitate when it comes to, trying to make a deal with me. All right. And so that's it. That's what I gotta say, right? Is that you will have to sell your soul if you want to say it like that. But you will have to give up a level of morality in order to make it to the next level. Kai Cenat has a big, massive deal with McDonald's, and we know that McDonald's sent, food to Israel. Okay, McDonald's is part, some a food company that obviously supports genocide that's going on in the Middle East. And so the fact that Kai Cenat has a deal with them, he's somebody who sold out. He's somebody who cannot speak about what's really important. All he can do now is turn on the stream, act like an idiot, act stupid, bring big celebrities around, and get millions of people to watch and move on. That's it. If you ask him about what's serious, if you ask him about what is most important, he's not gonna give you a legit answer. He's not gonna tell you what's really going on, because he cares more about that money than what's actually going on in the real world. All right. And now here's another video of Duke Dennis. Right. He says something that pissed off a lot of people on the internet, and this is a really great example of how you cannot please everybody, right? Because Duke Dennis, again, this dude hasn't changed. This dude is still the same person. And so he made a comment on social media, and all of a sudden people are now hating on him. Why? Because he said something on the internet that they didn't like. So Duke Dennis is obviously, you guys know him as somebody who is part of Kai Cenat's crew. I forgot the name of the group that they're part of. Here's a video of Duke Dennis going over the text message of that girl, being that girl.
In the story every day, but I also and I'm sorry, I didn't acknowledge it either. But goddamn, nigga. Okay.
I said, I don't say you. I said, sit.
Okay. I'm not finna. Goddamn.
Yeah, it's that crazy. There are some girls out there that are extremely desperate. All right. Now, this level of being desperate is just on a whole nother level. The guy couldn't even scroll all the way to the top. That's how bad it is. I mean, this probably goes back years. We don't know. But you get the idea. And so people are really hating on the man. Why? Because he made a comment on social media of saying something that they did not agree with. And all of a sudden, they're calling him ugly and stuff like that. And it's like, the dude never changed. I mean, it's like me literally, you liking me right now. And then a few seconds from now, I end up saying something that you disagree with. And then you automatically dislike me. And now you start calling me ugly and saying, oh, your YouTube sucks anyway, yada, yada, yada. That is the equivalent of that. That's how delusional and dumb you have to be. All right. And so here's a perfect example of how you can now really please anybody on the internet. All it takes is just one sentence, one word, or one something on social media in order for you to literally go from the top all the way to the bottom. So when you try holding on to that fame and you try doing everything you possibly can to hold on to that fame, just understand that you can't do it. Nobody can hold on to a level of fame without help. And in order to get this help, you have to sell your soul. You have to, just completely get rid of your morality in order to stay famous. Look at Sneako. He's been getting his channel banned and unbanned, just going back and forth. They've been YouTube. He's banned on there again. Twitch, banned on there. Kick. Now, Kick is, to be honest with you, I don't really agree with the Kick ban. Why? Because he invited somebody and that person ended up being dressed up as Hitler. And I guess the reason he got banned is because he entertained a conversation with the person that was dressed up as Hitler. And by the way, this was during Halloween. So it's like, and FuzzyTube punched somebody on stream and he's not banned. So Kick ban doesn't make any sense to me. Twitch, I don't really know much about that ban. YouTube, I don't know. Maybe YouTube and Kick just came together and said, hey, we're banning this person because he said something on our platform. I'm not sure. But all in all, Just understand that if you are trying to make it big, it comes with a lot of prices. If you do make it big, don't forget who you are, because there will be a lot of people who will try to bring you down. But at the same time, there will be some evil people who will try to bring you up for the wrong reason. Thank you for listening, and I will catch you guys up later.